but it's literally, it's just shoulderwards. It's as simple as that. That's as dropping down and then coming back up.
What if you can't come back up?
If you can't come back up, when you start using these big, in terms of straight over your shoulder, it's about pulling your arms over and actually pulling this one back in. So we're stretching through our shoulders, okay? So you're trying to get your arm across your chest as much as possible. Swing it out, and then bring it back in here. And all I want you to do is push your hips forward, okay? So we're trying to open up our hips, because if your hips are tight, you'll find that potentially your lower back's quite tight, okay? And if your lower back, as much as possible, because that'll give us the ability for our lower backs to have a bit more functionality, okay? So a bit more. You're going to put your left hand beside your left leg, and all you want to do is you're going to push your hand up into the sky, trying to point upwards as best as you can. So I need to do that. Oh, someone grab my arm, push it, you know? That's going to, okay, push, keep your hand down, and you're trying to, what that's doing is that starting to bring some functionality towards our thoracic spine, which is the middle part of our spine, and it really helps us stretch out here. So it's a bit of rotational stuff, because we don't live in a world where we're straight up and down all the time. We do this often, and if we don't do stuff correctly, okay, that's when injuries happen. When people have ankle injuries that aren't sport related or something like that there, or hips, backs, they'll do one action, right? And they'll do this, and then they'll go, oh, it was that one thing I did. No, it's the fact that you've done that one thing 1,000 times incorrectly, and that one time then created the issue that you've got now. So practicing good things around this is really, really important. So if I'm going to pick up this ball, and I'll go over this in a minute, if I go to pick it up here, that's good. If I go to pick it up here, not so good, okay? Because I'm further away. My center of mass is further away. If you're going to go pick it up, you're trying to get your feet over it, whatever it is, bend down and pick it up, okay? If it's to the side and there's no way you can get right in here, the closest you can get in, the better. More weight on a leg that you're picking up said thing. I know this is quite easy because it's just a ball. You guys pick up really different stuff. But what I'm trying to explain here is, if you're picking up something and you can't get really close to it, or you don't get really close to it, the weight distribution that goes onto your lower back increases a lot. If it's, say, here, and it's like 4 inches away from you, okay, it could be, you know, this is a 5 kg ball. It'll be 5 kg ball if I'm straight over top of it. It'll feel like a 10 kg ball the further I get away from it. So I'm creating more tension throughout where you pivot from your spine, okay? So if I go to pick it up here, it's gonna put more tension on my spine, especially if I do it like this, okay? But if I step here and I go into the ball and I'm right over it, the center of mass is much close to it, the likelihood of this feeling a lot lighter is a lot better. Who can I use? Mr. Smalls, come on. Yeah. All right, so a good way to explain this is hold this ball, please, and then hold it right out there. Cool. Can I get you out here, brother? Don't pick it up, Harold. I want you to do the same. So you go stand by him. You go stand by him. That's it. And hold it out here. Okay, so. Yep, so hold it out there. How long could you do that for? Ages? How can you make that easier, keeping it at the same height? Explanation of, like, as I say, it might sound silly, but the further away the mass is, the heavier it is. The closer it is into you, the lighter it is. You can do things beautifully, okay? So when you're going through spinal flexion, okay, you're going to come forward, and you're actually going to do this without any weight, apologies, okay? And then you're going to come up with rounded shoulders and back up. Back down, rounded shoulders, and back up. Even if you did that 5 times, that's telling Same sort of thing, where you go down, keep your shoulders down, add in weight. So this is spinal flexion and extension, because we use our spines a lot and they're kind of important for us. It's teaching our, okay, you could even drop into a squat to add some resistance as well. Keeping this ball against up, flat back, okay, and you're keeping that in. You're gonna push the ground away, and then drive your hips through, squeezing your bum, push your bum back, drop back down, through, flat back, push the ground away, drive your hips through, bum back, drop back down, flat back. Drive up, back down, keeping this elbow close to your chest at all times. Even if you did 5 to 10 of these, drive up, it's up here, and start doing something like this. Okay? Because we are going to get other equipment, so more.